welcome back to Luna Yogini channel. For those of you who are new here, I am your Korean girl made in India. That's my short introduction. And if you want to know me more, check out my previous videos. So today we are going to learn about chopsticks. These are called chopsticks. In Korean, it's called 젓가락. 젓가락. In the Far East, you'll see the Chinese, Korean, Japanese, we all use chopsticks. According to Google search, chopsticks were first invented in China around 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. They found two twigs, which is a better way of picking up or cooking. Rather than sticking your fingers into the boiling hot water, they realized, oh yeah, I can use these twigs to cook. That's how these chopsticks came alive. Then of course, all of these other countries like Korea, Japan, and maybe more countries started using chopsticks. But in Korea, you will be seeing, instead of wooden or bamboo chopsticks, we tend to use more of these metal chopsticks. If you have more money, some people buy silver chopsticks. Actually, Koreans feel that these are much more hygienic and it's easier to clean. You know that Koreans love, the Korean barbecue. So for sizzling hot things, like when you pick up, there's a chance for the wood to get burnt, but there's no chance for it for the metal ones. That is why I think we tend to prefer metal chopsticks. But personally, I prefer wooden chopstick. I don't know, it tastes a little better. For the silver chopsticks, I've learned that long back the royal families used to use silver chopsticks because they could detect poisonous food. They use silver chopsticks to see whether the silver is turning darker in color in touch with the poison, and if it didn't, then there's no poison. So yeah, it was like a poison detector. Okay, let's move on to how to use a chopstick. We just learned it very naturally when we were kids. First, like if you're a lefty, hold with your left. Yeah, that you do it according to you. You can see that I am holding the upper stick with my index and middle finger, right? And then my thumb. And the lower stick is here on my ring finger. And it's stable. See? It's quite stable. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? So the upper one is very mobile. It moves. And the lower one, it's not like totally stiff, but then it's mostly stable. It just goes along with the movement of the hand. So it looks like this from this angle, and then from this angle it looks like this. So basically when you eat, it will look like this. So can you see what I was trying to say? We put this upper one in between the middle and index, so we are holding it, and then with the pressure of the thumb, we are holding it stable in this one area, and then we bring it all down, up, with the pressure of all the fingers, all three fingers. And the lower one stays stable because it's stuck over here, right? And then you are also kind of pressing it down with the lower part of your thumb. Can you see? And then it's on the ring finger, so it's quite stable. Try to first hold this and make it stable, and then the upper three. Yeah, can you feel it? The upper three is only moving and the lower is stable. And as I showed you, this is how you pick up. Okay, I'll show it to you. Okay, this is a leftover chocolate chip cookie I got from Capital when I went for work in Kolkata. TMI. So good. Yeah, okay. Then I'll pick up this almond. Can you see the movement? Okay. I'm spreading it wide apart to hold the almond. And then with that pressure, the lower one is stable. Pressing the upper one down to hold the almond, right? And And the same with the walnut. You got it? Can you see? Spreading it apart, holding it. Yes, like this, like this. You will see people holding it in different ways, but this is the general way of holding it in Korea. We don't tend to hold the chopstick down here. I usually notice many beginners feeling more stable down here, so they hold the chopstick very near to the tip. Usually we hold it over here, up here. So, like this, not like this. See, it's all about putting the food in the mouth. So yeah, you can hold it in different ways, hold it in any place and just try to eat. But then again, if you are trying to eat with the chopstick, it's nice to learn how we use it. So that is the reason why I'm here. Anyways, so for this rice grain, of course, even for me, it's quite difficult. But can you see? I picked it up. You can see it? Yeah. So when you start using the chopsticks, you can, literally lift up anything. Yeah. The last thing which I really wanted to let you guys know is what not to do with chopsticks. The table manners associated to chopsticks. So when we eat, we don't play with the chopstick, of course, right? We don't do like this, and we don't place it on the table like this, okay? We always place it together. We don't stick it into the rice like this. Yeah, there is rice inside, and we don't stick it like this when we are trying to use the spoon or something. Yeah, we just keep it on the side of the bowl on the table, because we do this during the funeral. So this is the reason why this is not considered to be good. If you do this, everybody might be like, We don't usually place our chopsticks and spoon over the bowl, but we usually place them on the side, as I said before, on the side of the bowl on the table. We don't use like, okay, for example, you're done with the chopstick and now you want to drink the soup like this. Then at home, informally, sometimes you'll see people doing this and then keeping the spoon and using the chopstick again. But usually, you shouldn't keep the chopsticks and spoon together. You shouldn't hold it together. Those are the should nots, okay? So you lay your spoon and chopstick beside the bowl or the plate. Okay, and if you need the chopstick, you pick up the chopstick. If you need the spoon, you pick up the spoon. That's it for today. That was my chopsticks tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. I can feel some chocolate from the chocolate chip cookie. I hope I was able to make you understand how to hold a chopstick, and when we meet next time, I hope you are a pro already in holding a chopstick. Annyeong! Thank you so much for tuning in today. I love you so much.